You know, when it comes to my experience in the military and in my life, I've dealt with a lot of narcissists. And what I've learned about narcissism is the easiest way to combat it is to put someone's ego versus their emotion. But to be able to fully combat narcissism, you need to take yourself to the mind of a narcissist. How do they think? How do they function? What is the self-perception of how they get their power and control? I want to break this down to you. Narcissism is broken down into two different categories with one root cause. Those two categories are power and control. That root cause is self-perception. If you're able to tamper with the self-perception of a narcissist, you will see them tuck their tail. Gavin, how do you...
Oh my God. Okay. This guy is pretty accurate. For people, psychologists out there, what do y'all think about this? I'm gonna let the rest of the video play, but what him talking about the self-perception and them really seeing themselves in a high regard, or you trying to make them look anywhere less than what they think they are, which is up here. So if you try to make them feel like they're down here, you know, like he said, the self-perception thing, it's like, what did he say? He said they'll tuck their tail. Or it's either that or they'll explode on you for making them feel a certain way. Or if you try to, it's like you're defying their authority. It could be something like that. Even if the person isn't a narcissist or they're self-absorbed, it's like that. And he's going to get into how, like, he could separate the emotion from the ego. It's like they'll get to a point where they really don't know why they reacted a certain way, or they'll feel stuck, or it's like making them think about their actions, because, you know, like they said, narcissists don't like accountability, right? It's my world. Everybody's living in it. I did nothing wrong. What are you talking about? I don't know. I mean, you're tripping. I don't really remember it that way. What do you mean? You know, all those type of things. But yeah, this guy is gonna he's gonna keep getting into it. I'm just like, yeah, they usually, if you try to make them look a certain way, or if you try to make them feel bad about themselves, they will explode, because you're making them feel those insecurities and doubts within themselves. So they take it out. They're going to take it out on you and try to make you feel bad about yourself. But yeah, I'll let the video continue. I'm rambling. All right, let's let it go.
Do this? That's a fantastic question. First, we have to understand the mind of a narcissist. A mind of a narcissist values himself at such a higher position than the people around them. They don't care about the people around them. They care about how the people around them benefit them. So how do you do this? You start taking the three reactions that you can give someone out of the picture: your verbal, your physical, and your emotional response. You take that out of the decision-making processes that they make. You have to understand, a narcissist thrives on the idea of getting a reaction. That means that they still have control over you. In the military, you have a commander that makes you show up 4 hours early just to stand there with your wiener in your hand, just sitting there freaking pissing into the wind, just to establish that power. Hey, I can make this decision. You're going to follow through with it. You're going to do what you're told. You have a civilian boss that tells you, hey, you're staying late, even though there's no rhyme or reason to it. You're just going to do it because I told you to do it. These are people that have never had power in their lives, and now they finally have power. Finances are a huge aspect of this. The second that someone gets money, you'll really start. That was awesome. My phone ran out of storage. Anyways, I was saying finances are the true teller, because the second that someone establishes money, due to money being the root of evil, it brings power and control. You start to see their true colors. This idea of narcissism is very interesting to me, because 98% of the narcissists that I've met in my life have a lack of emotional control. The second that you start to bring the emotion out of your response, or the second that you start to question, okay, hey, I just want to learn, right? You come at it at a non-confrontational way, and you make them explain why they're making the decisions that they're making. 95% of the time, they can't even justify it.
Okay, guys. Well, that was the video. Y'all let me know what you think about this. The guy, when he said the thing about them, when they get money, and this goes for anyone, even if they're not narcissists, right? Usually, y'all ever see someone, it's like, you know, it's like they never had any power or control in their lives and things like that, and they get a certain job, or it could be a manager, it could be someone who was broke and then now they got money, and they're like acting so like they nose is just up here. I've seen that. It's like they just feel, like you said, powerful. They feel like they have control over you. They feel like they can do this because they can, and they can take that shit away whenever they want to. It's like it's a power dynamic. It's like, yeah, so I do this, I can do this because I have the control, I have the money. You need me, I don't need you. It's something like that. And then when you get into why they act that way, it's like he said, they can't really justify it. It is true. Sometimes these people do not know. And yeah, we could go into how it could be other things. You know, some people have like bipolar, you know, could they be a narcissist? Could they just be a toxic person? Could they have anger issues? But yeah, that's still messed up. That switch up is insane. And then also what he said about they're worried about, they're not really concerned about the people around them. They're just concerned about how the people benefit them or how they make them look. So kind of like, Yeah, it's so fucked up. But yeah.